When I was younger, my school used to set up this big red and black majlis tent. You know the one? Stripes, camel hair texture, shaped like a cone sitting awkwardly on a cube. But years later, during Navratri, I noticed something strange. The same reds, blacks, and sharp triangles appeared again, not on a tent this time, but on people's clothes. So, how do two deserts, two cultures so far apart, separated by a sea, dream in the same pattern? On one side, you have Al Sadu, the traditional Bedouin weaving of the Arabian Peninsula, made by women from camel or goat hair. It's woven into patterns that once shaped houses, saddles, and stories. And then, from the deserts of India, you have Kutch embroidery. Women in Gujarat weave not for tents, but for celebration, for festivals, for culture, for identity. How can two cultures so far apart arrive at such similar designs? Well, science has a term for this: convergent evolution. Sharks and dolphins, both, even though they do not share a common ancestry, have streamlined bodies and shapes and fins. Whereas butterflies and bats have wings, even though they do not share a common ancestry. Humans and octopuses similarly have developed eyes, even though they do not have a common ancestry. What I'm getting at is culture, even though they are not common, share many different facts. In the deserts of Gujarat and the Arabian Peninsula, life demanded durability, simplicity, and sophistication, and most importantly, symbolism. Constraint meant creativity. Constraint, even though it constrains the people, it fuels creativity, and geometry provides meaning. Being an Indian born and raised in the UAE puts me inside of this very symmetry. And at school, I learned Hindi and Arabic side by side. I enjoyed the holidays that came with Eid and Diwali. And there I learned that even though cultures are separate, they are mirrors of each other. That we should not differentiate between separate cultures, even though they might come from different geographical places, they are at the end of the day mirrors of each other. When we stop defending difference and start recognizing reflection, we realize that at the end of the day, we are all humans. That faith shouldn't be a differentiating factor between us. That lines that divide us are often drawn on the same fabric that other lines that unite us are. The borders between countries that separate us geographically, the lines that separate geography and faith are drawn on the same fabric and therefore should not be a differentiating factor. There, I learned something. Cultures, even though they differentiate us on the very basis that make us fight amongst each other, they cannot be a differentiating factor. They are mirrors of each other, and therefore they cannot be a factor to fight upon. Thank you.